It's very simple. Now it is basically simple observation. So we have something called our class interval and we have something called frequency. If you want, you can have some tally marks. Okay, but this is just for understanding. Once you understand what it is, you can directly go on to this. So he says our group has to be, yeah. So he says our group has to be 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50. What is the class interval talking about? The class interval is talking about the marks. Okay, is that clear? Now let's look at the frequency, guys. So 0 to 10, out of in this data,
2.
right? 2. Next 10 to 20. It's just counting. Can I have the counting, guys, quickly? There are a lot of numbers. That's the only problem. It is not difficult. It is just time consuming. So we have 0 to 10, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. What is the frequency? We have 2. Okay.
So just like say the numbers and you can put them in the group.
Yeah, okay. So let me put the frequency. Next, we have 10. 10 to 20, there are 10 students. 20 to 30, there are 21 students.
Sir, 23.
Pardon?
Sir, 23, number 23.
10, 20, no, 21. It's 21.
Sir,
20 to 30 is 23. Please not speaking. Yes, Karthik, what are you saying?
Sir, the number should be 23 and after that it should be 17.
No, I'll tell you why you got 23 and 17 and why it is 21 and 19. Okay. The thing is, look.
I think I understood what he did wrong. Like
I know.
21 to
10.
29 he should do.
Right.
What is
so basically, Karthik, what happened is from 0 to 10, 10 is not included. From 10 to 20, 10 is included, 20 is not included. From 20 to 30, the number 20 is included, the number 30 is not included. That is the reason you got a difference of 2 here and 2 here. Is it clear now, Karthik? I want you to check that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that was the only problem. And 50 to 60, we have 1. So when I add this,
60.
yeah. So the total frequency is 60. Okay. So this is basically our numbers in the form of a table. It is basically statistics, and drawing a frequency distribution table is just making our life easier so that we have something in a table format instead of random numbers. Okay, that is the only difference. Is it clear, guys? Is this slide clear? The next slide is
or we can just tell Excel to do all this work.
Yeah, exactly. See, listen, that's a good point. That's a very good point, Priscilla, that Excel is there to do all this, but you should also know what Excel is doing, right? You have to understand it. Doing it or not is secondary, but you need to understand. Say Excel is still a computer. Say it makes a mistake. You cannot rely on it solely, right? You have to have an understanding of what it is doing. Okay, Priscilla?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bhavya Kriti says, sir, it is only till 50. Then why did you write 50 to 60? Now, what did I tell you? When I have the class interval of 40 to 50, I am not including 50. But we have a mark over here which says 50 marks. So which is the class interval that I have to include it in? I have to include it in 50 to 60, right? Bhavya, is that clear now? Okay. Now, guys, look at this slide. This is the histogram that he drew, as simple as that. The previous table that we drew of class interval and frequency has been put in the form of a diagram. X-axis, Y-axis. On the Y-axis, he put number of students, and on the X-axis, he put marks, as simple as that. So now, if you see, the graph is not like, it's not a bar graph like this. What is the difference over here, guys? There is no spacing. Why is there no spacing? Because the class intervals were overlapping class intervals. The concept we're studying now, there will be a concept where class intervals will not be overlapping. That is, you will have 0 to 9, then you will have 10 to 19, you will have 20 to 29, and you'll have 30 to 39, and so on. Okay. But now what are we focusing on? We are focusing on overlapping 0 to 10, 10 to 20, to 30, 30 to 40. That is the reason you see this connection over here. That is the reason you see they touch each other, right? Is this very clear, guys? You see the
Yes,
detail
sir.
that is the histogram very clear, guys? 0 to 10 we had two students, 10 to 20 we had 10 students, 20 to 30 we had 21, 30 to 40 we have 19, 7 and 1. Now, what is the importance of this? The idea now, draw observations, guys. Remember, whenever we talk about statistics, our information, when we group it, we should be able to draw some observations. We have to interpret, we have to understand and analyze it. So what does this say? It says out of a class of 60 students, 21 plus 19, 40 students have fallen in the bracket of the marks 20 to 40. And there is only one student who got the highest marks. There are two students who got the lowest marks. You see how beautifully we can analyze the entire data that was given to us in random numbers. Do you understand the importance of statistics now? We had data, we put it into a frequency table and we drew it. Once we drew it, our entire data became so simple to understand and analyze, and we were also able to draw conclusions.